What's up everyone, I'm here with another episode of the show Rig on Fire. Today we're gonna take a look at this new multi-effects from Caline or Caline, I never know the name, the C-300. How is everybody out there? I'm awesome because this video, it's amazing because this is a very simple rig. And I don't need to explain lots of stuff, and it's not programmable or whatever. You know, there is no impulse response. It's plug and play, and it's like a bunch of pedals together at the same place. It's a multi-effects from Caline called C-300. What do we have here? We're going to have a tuner, two different overdrives and two different boosts. This is really cool because I set up this overdrive as a boost for metal riffs and this one for solos. You're going to have a very decent distortion, I have to say. You're going to have a loop. You're going to put loop out or loop in, and you can put whatever you want on the effects loop of the multi-effects. And you're going to have a chorus, delay, very simple ones, and a reverb. So far, I think everything is great, and really professional, you know. Especially for the price. I was very surprised. Just one thing that I don't like on this thing is the reverb. The reverb is kind of, it's not that great, you know. But the two overdrives and the distortion, it's totally analog distortion. It's not digital stuff. And it's great, really great. You're going to have a XLR output. I don't know if it emulates a cabinet or something, but I don't think so because there is no built-in impulse response loader here. But if you have a nice amplifier or even put it straight into the audio interface with some impulse response, you're good to go. I think it's a very nice touch. They put control of bass on the two different overdrive because you can tighten it up, the low end. You know, it's really cool. And I got a very awesome metal tone here. What else? The distortion, as I said, is pretty decent. Distortion is pretty awesome, and I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes. And the chorus, it's a very nice chorus. Nothing like fancy vintage stuff. It's more 80s. Is this love chorus, you know? And the delay, it's there is this. It has a vibe of analog delay. I don't think it's analog delay, but has a very decent tone. And my loop is gonna be always on because I have this noise gate and the thrasher on the loop. And sometimes when I use the distortion section here, I'm never going to use of course, the thrasher. I'm going to use just the noise gate. My signal flow here is my B.O.B, solar B.O.B with EMG pickups. The guitar goes into the C-300. The C-300 is going to my Seymour Duncan Power Stage 200 here, and the Power Stage it's going into my Torpedo Live with its impulse response from Electric AI Audio, my 4x12 oversized Mesa Boogie, number 2, and this is the sound that we're going to listen on the following video. Disclaimer, this is a sponsored video. Caline or Caline send me this stuff to show you, and they pay for the video, but keep in mind, the video is for sale, not my opinion. As I said, you know, I don't like the reverb, but the rest I think is really awesome. Another disclaimer, almost forgot, the following video that we're going to listen right now is the video that was recorded for my other channel because you may know, this is not my first channel, my biggest channel. It's for my audience in Brazil because I'm from there, but I live here in the United States. So I started a new channel because I think it makes sense. So let's go to the video. We're going to listen my voice in English over my voice in Portuguese. Otherwise, it's going to be crazy. Shoot two different videos for two different channels. Thank you for understanding. Let's go to the video. I'll be right back.
This is my clean sound. Let's check the distortion first. Very nice distortion tone. You have gain and tone, and that's it. It is pretty tight and percussive for the simple distortion. Very cool. Let's try some delay here. According with the manual, this is a real analog delay. Now let's try a short reverb. Let's see if it's possible. Sounds like a spring reverb, but I don't like that. Let's make it short. It's not possible, okay. Well, forget about this reverb. Well, let's try those overdrive boosts here. I made this one to sound like a tight metal tone. This one is more for solos. Let's add some delay here. A little bit less feedback here. As you can see, it's pretty okay, it's pretty nice. Let's try some clean tones now, and let's try some chorals. It's not gonna sound like those vintage Leslie chorals, but it's pretty 80s, it's pretty nice. Let's try everything together now. Let me try some hair metal stuff here with the chorals. I think it's a good idea. I want this delay very short, like George Lynch stuff. Very cool. No chorals. Let's bring back the noise gate on the fax loop. looks really cool, really nice. Now, to finish the video, let's try the Thrasher on the effects loop and see what happens. Turning off the delay. Besides the Thrasher has enough distortion, you can use the C-300 as a boost on another pedal. Turning off the boost and last riffs with the Thrasher. Let's try some chorus. This is really cool because you can use any effects from the C-300, whatever you have on the effects loop. Because the overdrive, boost and distortions, it's pre-effects loop and the other thing is after the effects loop. Wow, the Thrasher with chorus sounds really cool.
Well, as you're able to see, pretty cool, right? For $160, something like that, 100. It's the price of one pedal. You know, you have lots of pedals and the same thing here, and super useful in my opinion. This thing is all over the place. I think it's really easy to find, but just in case, I'm going to leave the link for Amazon or whatever you can find the stuff, okay? And I think that's it. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. Don't forget to check my stuff on the digital platforms like Deezer, Spotify, whatever, my records, my stuff. Everything's on the description field below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up. See you next time.